على سيدنا محمد وصحبه وآله. أحبتي في الله، نعيش مع كتاب الله، مع آيات من سورة التكوير، مع قوله سبحانه: وإذا الصحف نشرت وإذا السماء كشطت. My dear brothers and sisters, these ayat from Surah At-Takwir, verse number 10 and 11, and a simple meaning for this was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Exalted, said. And when the pages are spread, i.e. made public, and when the sky is stripped away, وَإِذَا الصُّحُفُ نُشِّرَتْ. الآية السابقة لها تحدثت عن ذنب عظيم لم يعده الناس ذنبا عظيما، وهي وأد البنات. قال سبحانه وتعالى: وإذا الموءودة سئلت بأي ذنب قتلت. لم ترتكب أي جريمة وأي ذنب، لأن الناس تواطؤوا على ذلك وكأنه ليس بذنب. هذا مثال على أمور أخرى ستظهر يوم القيامة، لأن كل شيء سينشر. وإذا الصحف نشرت، فكأن الأمر من باب التمثيل والذكر، فذكر مثال واحد، إلا أن الذنوب الأخرى كلها ستفضح وتكشف. إن كنت قد تهربت منها، إن كان الله قد سترك ولم يفضحك، إن لم ترجع وتتوب وتؤوب، فإن كل شيء سيظهر. قال سبحانه: وإذا الصحف نشرت. في السورة السابقة المولى سبحانه وتعالى ذكر نوعا آخر من الصحف. كلا إنها تذكرة في صحف مكرمة مرفوعة مطهرة، في صحف مكرمة. فالكلام عن الصحف المكرمة عن الكتب السابقة، فمن أعرض عن الصحف الأولى وعن الذكرى نشرت صحفه أمام العلن يوم القيامة. اللهم سلم اللهم سلم، ما أحلم الله عني حين أمهلني، وقد تماديت في ذنبي ويسترني. نعمة الستر نعمة عظيمة. اللهم استرنا دنيا وآخرة. اللهم استرنا فوق الأرض وتحت الأرض ويوم العرض عليك مولانا رب العالمين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this ayah mentioning one of the most important scenes in the day for judgment. And he said, وَإِذَا الصُّحُفُ نُشِرَتْ. Be aware of that day when pages, when your book that it's yours but you have not seen yet, it's going to be made public. It's going to be open. Be aware of that. And put that in the context. In the previous ayah, Allah mentioned a kind of sin which is major sin, but people never consider as a major sin. They are not even considered as a sin at all. All agree that is fine, which is killing the baby girls alive. It's fine for them. Nobody even raising his voice saying that is wrong. So all of those sins, the one you consider not, minor, major, the one you never pay attention for, or the one you know it is sin but you never repented from, all of that will be made public. The one you hide it, and then the one you publicize it, all of that will be exposed. وَإِذَا الصُّحُفُ نُشِرَتْ. We have to be careful about this. And we have to know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala covering you up, that's one of the great blessings. Wallahi. My dear brothers and sisters, one of the scholars said, if there is a smell for the sin, nobody will handle to sit beside the other. Nobody will handle. If there is a smell for the sins that we commit, nobody will handle that the rotten smell that comes from each one of us. La ilaha illallah. So it's a big ni'mah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala covering you up, and Allah never exposed you. But that's not going to be the case in the day for judgment. If you are not changing, not repenting, then that's something you're going to face in that day. Another observation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the previous surah and mentioned other kind of suhuf. This is the honorable suhuf, honorable pages, which is the revelation. The suhuf in this life that we have it's the revelations. And the suhuf, that's your deed in the day of judgment. If you neglected these suhuf now being given, Allah will expose you in the day of judgment, and your suhuf will be made public. وَإِذَا الصُّحُفُ نُشِرَتْ. So the way how you protect yourself, and Allah will complete His blessing upon you, and Allah will complete His sitter for you, that to follow the suhuf in this life. Suhuf in mukarramah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will honor you, and your suhuf in the day of judgment will be mukarramah as well. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala complete His blessing upon all of us. And inshallah, we'll talk about the other, ayah later on, inshallah. Here, my last point. Many people think they will run away from their crimes. No country, no person that will blame them. No one will care about them. Nobody, like even following them and giving justice to those that deserve it. They run from it. The day of judgment is coming. It's not that far. In fact, if you made a crime and you repent from it and you pay its price in this life, it's better for you than in that day, because that would be a means of cleansing. If somebody did a crime and he paid the price of it and facing the consequences and being punished for that in dunya, that's a way of cleansing. But if not, then we'll be at that day. We didn't want to wait until that day, because the consequences of that would be worse than any other consequences that might face in this life. May Allah forgive us all. اللهم اغفر ذنوبنا واستر عيوبنا وبلغنا في الدارين مطلوبنا اللهم نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة الدائمة في الدين والدنيا والآخرة.